Well, hello everyone. I am back with another review for you. This one is a long time coming. It is the Brian Wilson At My Piano CD that just came out on Decca Records. And yeah, this is the latest by Brian Wilson. His last album was called No Peer Pressure, which was 2014, I believe, which kind of came out in correspondence with the Love and Mercy uh, biopic that came out that had Paul Dano and John Cusack starring as a young and middle-aged Brian Wilson. So that album did fairly well. It had a lot of contemporary artists through Capitol Records. That one came out on Capitol. You had artists like Nate Roos from Fun, Sabu, Casey Musgraves, She and Him, which has Zoe Deschanel, um, Mark Isham. He's a big instrumental player. Folks like that that aren't that at the time especially weren't mega stars. Like you didn't have like your Taylor Swifts, you didn't have your um, Ed Sheeran, that sort of thing. But there were artists that were up and coming at the time, and some that had already had a good little career. And the album kind of got mixed reviews amongst fans. It had a lot of Brian, but it also had a lot of the other artists on it when Brian was kind of singing back up to them. So it had its fun moments on it. It also had a couple of contributions from Blondie Chaplin and Al Jardine, as well as David Marks, all our former Beach Boys alum. So that was kind of cool. But anyway, this is the latest. It just came out. Um, I believe it officially came out on CD on the 10th. It's been out for a little bit. There's also a vinyl version, which has an alternate cover. And that image is this one right here of Brian circa 1966. And what you have here are 15 tracks, a lot of greatest hits, and you have some that are deeper cuts. And it's just Brian playing the piano. Now it's not there aren't any vocals. There are none, no vocals, no sparse accompaniment. There's no like brushes on drums. There's no bass. It's just piano, and a lot of it is layered piano. So it's like Brian was performing like the chords, like doom go doom go doom go doom, and then he would play the melody over it, like on another take. And so it's a lot of, especially on songs like God Only Knows, um, he's playing all three parts on piano, which for anybody, even the best pianist, would be impossible. So go into it knowing that it's not just Brian playing the song straight through, that there are some um, edits that are needed in order to get the layers of the songs. I just listened to this song. I just got this in the mail, by the way. Today's the 18th of December, and I just got this in the mail yesterday. And like I said, it should have been out uh, quite a bit sooner. I don't have the vinyl yet. I'm holding off on the vinyl. But I listened to it last night while I was making my supper because I knew that it was going to be instrumental. And they had already released a couple of singles from it. I think they released God Only Knows and Wouldn't It Be Nice and maybe California Girls. Um, and so I knew exactly what I was going to get into. So with that being said, it is it's a classical album essentially. It's just Brian at the grand piano. Um, you're not gonna play this when you're in the mood for Beach Boys music. I mean, you're gonna listen to the Beach Boys. Um, you're obviously not playing this for peeling apart any kind of layers of the Beach Boys songs. Um, what you are doing is you're hearing the composer play the music, which for anybody that knows anything about Brian Wilson, he's not exactly a lyricist. He does write lyrics, but the music is what he's known for. So you really get to hear what is going on in his head, and you can kind of imagine him during the 60s and 70s talking to the studio musicians, talking to the Beach Boys, and really telling them what he was hearing. So the songs that you get are in this order: God Only Knows, In My Room, Don't Worry Baby, California Girls, The Warmth of the Sun, Wouldn't It Be Nice, You Still Believe in Me, I Just Wasn't Made for These Times. Then track 9 is called Sketches of Smile, which is like a medley of Smile music. Surf's Up, Friends, Till I Die, Love and Mercy, Mount Vernon, Farewell, and then it closes with Good Vibrations. Now you also get this little booklet that just shows the credits in terms of who wrote the songs. So you have stuff that he wrote with Tony Asher, Gary Usher, of course Mike Love, Van Dyke Parks, and then his brothers as well. So you do also get this image, really neat, of Brian kind of like alone in this abandoned building at his piano. And he's also got a little thank you in here, which he thanks his parents. Brian always gives his dad credit, even though his dad was known to be a jerk and very hard-nosed. He always gives his dad Murray props. He'll never say that he hated his dad, but he'll always like his dad was tough. But I mean, his dad was a pretty mean fellow. But another thing that's neat is that the musical director and co-producer of the record is Darian Sahanaja, who longtime keyboardist of Brian's group. I have a lot of respect for Darian. He's also played with the Zombies, as well as a lot of other sunshine pop groups. But it's amazing. Brian talks about never having a lesson. He was self-taught. Yeah, so this album is for the fans and anyone who is inspired by this amazing instrument. So it's really a Brian's love letter to the piano and how much it's done for him as an artist. I would say probably the highlight for me is The Warmth of the Sun, which it's almost a different song to me when I hear this version. It's just a beautiful song. Of course, when that song came out, it was when just after Kennedy had been assassinated. So it's always kind of got this somber feel to it, but that's probably my standout. I Just Wasn't Made for These Times is very good. I love the song Till I Die from Surf's Up. I think it's beautiful. It's one of those songs where Brian wrote the lyrics and the music. And yeah, after I listened to this album, I had to go on YouTube and look up other versions of Till I Die because I forget how good it is. So anyway, if you're a Brian Wilson completist, obviously you're going to have this record. If you like just classical music, like you might not even like pop music or rock and roll, check this out if you like just piano jazz, or if you like classical music, if you need something, especially over the summertime, to play while you're having a meal. This is the album for you. I think it's beautifully produced. I love it already. I'll definitely be spinning it during future evenings here in the apartment. So check it out. Brian Wilson, At My Piano, his classic hits reimagined for solo piano. And I thank everybody for watching. I'm hoping to have maybe one more video before Christmas, but it's never too early to say to everyone that celebrates. I hope everyone has a very Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to any other holiday that you celebrate. Or if you don't celebrate any holidays, just enjoy this festive time of year, looking at lights on people's houses. And I'll definitely be talking to you all before the new year, so I won't wish you Happy New Year yet, but definitely Merry Christmas to everybody, and I will talk to you all very, very soon.